Welcome back, everybody. Texas Tom, American Truck Simulator, week 12. 12 weeks in. More expansion this week. A lot to talk about and a lot of big plans here as we go forward. We're trying to expand. We're trying to spend the money, spend the capital that we're getting to take over Texas here and help Pioneer get its material and its crude oil and all the utilities that it needs across the map here. So week 12, we started with $170,000 and we spent that and then some this week as far as the money that we brought in. 26 Pioneer deliveries. Again, these are loads either coming out of or going to a Pioneer stop. And you'll notice there we added another garage. So we now have bases, garages in Fort Stockton, Corpus Christi, Odessa, and San Antonio. San Antonio provided us with the opportunity to have another spot like Odessa where we can get those crude oil shipments, use the fuel tanker trailer, and pretty much take exclusive loads for Pioneer out of the city. Corpus Christi, I wanted to move some drivers there, but decided against that because there is a BP also in Corpus Christi. So there's potential that they take the BP loads instead of the Pioneer because we don't have choice over that. So a great week as far as the contracts go, and another great find with the San Antonio garage that we can get those Pioneer loads. So we did less this week than we did last week as far as our personal income. We contributed $295,000 to the company this week on 11 loads. Falandia close to 60, which was nice. There's so much going on that I want to have a chat with Marion, but the expansion, hiring new drivers, buying new trucks, buying new trailers, and the fact that Marion's never around. $18,000 on one load this week. I don't like that. Again, we've mentioned this in previous videos. Something needs to happen there. Not a big fan of that. I'd rather the drivers be in and out of the garage than driving across the map the entire week. Valentino, 4 loads for $40,000. Stella, $30,000 on 13 loads. A little disappointed with Stella. Thought that she would be bringing in some more money. We'll see how that goes. Like I said, she had some XP, so we moved her, but didn't see what I thought we would see as far as the income goes. Ray B, 12 loads, $14,000. Malcolm, I'm really liking Malcolm. He seems to be making some, getting some decent loads. 22,000 on 10 loads. And Yuri, 8 loads there, 17,000 for him. Pavel, newest driver to the company. Pavel S, you see him there. We got spots for other drivers that we'll be filling as we go forward. But 12 loads and $18,000 for Pavel in his first week. So not bad. That'll cover the higher bonus. But it's going to need probably 10 more weeks of this to cover the cost of his truck. So hopefully that will pick up. So as we move forward to week 13, with the 4 garages, I only moved Falandia right now. Falandia is the only driver in San Antonio. You'll see that Falandia picked up the Western truck, Z1. So we bought a Western Star, which is different for us. We've been driving Peterbilts, but the gentleman in Corpus Christi gave me a deal. So we're going to let Falandia check it out and see how he goes there. But here's the arrangements. 3 drivers in Fort Stockton, me in Corpus Christi, and then 4 drivers in Odessa. Again, we want to try to maximize these garages, but I wanted to get another fuel tanker garage, and San Antonio seemed like the place to be. So let's go ahead and check out the driver log for this week. So here is our driver's log for the week. Not gonna lie, we kind of played it a little easy this week. Got all this money coming in, and we got a load Thursday that paid out $130,000. So we kind of relaxed. Drove Friday, took the rest of the day off Friday. Tuesday, we took a real easy load and then called it a day. So we're getting used to having all these drivers bringing in some money, and we're working less, which every owner operator probably sets out to do. But in reality, to keep things going, we're probably going to have to keep it going as well. So you could see low boy exclusively this week. A lot of boom lift stuff going on, and took it easy. So let's go ahead. Let's look at the drivers, hired drivers, and see how things panned out with. So here you can see Fallon Diaz's log. Really nice. Has that Wyoming trip, but is getting a backhaul on the way back. So that has been a nice little lane that Fallon Diaz has found. Unfortunately, we reassigned Fallon Diaz at the end of the week. So heading into next week, Fallon Diaz will be the sole driver in our San Antonio garage. So hopefully somebody in Odessa picks up that lane to Rawlins and then brings the ExxonMobil gasoline back to BP to Odessa. Let's go look at Marion. So Marion started the week off with some deadhead and then went back to Great Falls, Montana. Again, the load paid $20,000, but I wish we could get a load back because that would be a nice round trip. But it seems like not getting anything out of Great Falls. So hopefully Marion can pick up that Rawlins load. Got a nice deal there with ExxonMobil. But again, this is not ideal. This is not something we want to see. So hopefully things pick up, or we're going to have to make a decision here. So Valentino also got on the Rawlins lane. That was great. However, it paid a little less than what Fallon Diaz got, which is strange. But hopefully that picks up, and Valentino will stay in Odessa. So again, hopefully this lane keeps paying for us. So Stella has some action on the logbook here. You notice some deadhead, but not great paying loads. Would love for these to be up around the $8,000 range. Hopefully, eventually. I like the trip to New Mexico and back. It's quick, it's easy, but a couple times not being able to get stuff out of the rail yard. Diesel when it's there, I guess. But not pleased with the pay on these loads. Hopefully as that XP advances, we'll get something a little better here. But that's what Stella did for the week. So Ray B here, again, not great paying loads. I got to get him out of this container carrier. I think if we can get him out of the container carrier, he'll get some higher paying loads. Did help out with taking some Pioneer loads, so that's always appreciated, and that's great for the contracts. But if we can get him in a different trailer, I think Ray will start making some more money. Okay, here you see Malcolm's driver log for the week. Uh, in 389 Black Betty, $23,000. Unfortunately, only one Pioneer load, but only one deadhead load, so not too bad, staying pretty busy. Again, hopefully these load payments go up. He is a new driver for us, so hopefully after he XPs, we'll get some higher paying loads. Yuri, another new driver also for us. Two deadhead loads this week for Yuri. Only 17,000. Again, some pretty low paying loads here. Hopefully that'll pick up as they continue to move forward. He did use the low boy 3 times this week, which was nice. That container carrier doesn't seem to be getting us uh, that uh, that great of loads, honestly. So maybe looking forward to getting rid of that container carriers. I know we have a couple, and maybe moving more towards the low boy. So here's Pavel, the last of the new hires. He's the newest driver to the company. Did not contribute a single Pioneer load this week, but since he's new, I guess we'll allow it. Only one load, paid over $2,000. He stayed pretty local to the Fort Stockton area, but used that low boy and 53-foot drop deck. So I'm not sure why the loads didn't pay more. Hopefully that'll pick up. And those are all the driver logs for the drivers this week. Now let's look at where we spent the money. Week 12 accounting report. You can see our income was about $500,000. That included a $500,000. We maxed out the loans. We spent $982,000 this week. Our loan payment was up to close to $15,000. We got that down to $9,000, and then we paid back some loans towards the end of the week. Our final was $76.02 for the loan payments, but you can see we bought a fuel tanker with upgrades, a fuel tanker trailer. We hired Pavel. We got fuel. I was going to keep track. There is a discount if you get fuel from your garage rather than getting it at a gas station. But I don't think that that's going to matter too much, so probably won't keep track of that anymore. But we did purchase that San Antonio garage, did some renovations to that, and then we also bought the Western Star, upgraded that as well, and we bought the fuel tanker trailer, moving those to San Antonio to get that garage going and get Felondia taking loads out there. So that's what we did for the week. A lot more upgrades, a lot more expansion to come now that we have all these garages. We need to fill these garages up, starting to get some better direction where we should go from here. Odessa and San Antonio are going to provide us great opportunities for those fuel tankers to get crude oil out of those destinations and to get those Pioneer contractual loads. We got to come up with a plan for Corpus Christi, get some hired drivers in there, and hopefully a little better plan for Fort Stockton to get some higher paying loads there as well. Thanks for watching. If you're new, please subscribe, like the video, drop a comment. Any advice you got or anything that you'd like to see, let us know. We are planning a drive through, or come along with us as we take a load. I think we're going to do that around day 100. We're getting close to day 100 of being an owner operator, and maybe we'll celebrate with ride along with day 100. But thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next week.